Hey everyone. I this morning decided to pop on and do a video of what sold just basically in the last 24 hours. So this is everything that sold yesterday to today. I do have my eBay store set on 1 day handling time, so that definitely makes everything a little bit of a crunch because that means I ship out pretty much in 1 day. So I did want to just really quickly pop on, show everybody what sold, how much it sold for, and give everybody a rough idea of how much I paid for it. I've mentioned that I don't necessarily keep like the best accounting. Sorry, this is like so amateur. It's like such amateur hour. I really have no idea how to film anything. So if the camera falls all of a sudden, I apologize. So, I think I want to say every single item that I am showing today, which is a total of 11 items, I believe, I all purchased at the Goodwill bins or the Goodwill outlet. Same thing. And so typically my cost of goods for the Goodwill outlet is $2 and below. Most of the time it's probably less, honestly. And if I did it the actual right way, which is to go through and weigh every single item and then times it by the per pound cost that my Goodwill charges, which is $1.49 for clothes and hard goods and shoes, 89 cents a pound for books, and 49 cents a pound for electronics, then I would have my real cost of goods. But I am just entirely too lazy to do that. So what I do is I take my total from my receipt, I do count my items, and then I just divide it out. Unfortunately, I have not done that I actually just started doing that. And so I'm not gonna have like an exact cost of goods for these items. But a lot of these items I did just buy. So here we go. And I hope that this I like to show, obviously for me it's really exciting to show people what I have found and bought. There's that aspect of it. There's also, I am happy to share any kind of knowledge or luck or whatever you want to call it that I have had in reselling, and maybe pass it on to other people. We should all just I know really we're all competitors, but I also think that we can help each other too. And I think when you put good stuff out there, you get good stuff back. So without getting too preachy, let me go ahead and get started. So the very first thing is a set of vintage Mickey Mouse sheets. They're super duper cute. This is one of my my guilty pleasures is vintage linens. I have a very hard time not picking them up. And typically they are not super fast sellers. So this is just a vintage twin set of this Mickey Mouse alphabet, Mickey and Friends alphabet sheet. And it's just super duper cute. This I got at the bins, like I said, and this set sold for $12. So nothing major. I am currently taking a lot of offers, like lower offers, because I'm really trying to move things along. I've mentioned this before. I like my stuff to move. I am not a long tail seller. I really like stuff to move quickly. So because the more stuff moves, the more stuff I can go thrift. So that's like the whole point of it. Anyway, so next thing is this absolutely beautiful purse. I am not like a purse person, so to speak. I do have some nice bags that were investment pieces. This is, the brand is, forgive me, American West. It's very hard to see. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. American West, genuine leather. It is has these studs. It has some embossing and embellishments. It's got some fringe. It's just an absolutely beautiful bag. This was also, here's another label. This is a perfect example of something, you can see, just the etching is really beautiful. And the color is really pretty too, and it looks great on this white background. A perfect example, this was laying right on top of a bin. I could tell very quickly somebody had gone through it and thrown it back. And people just don't even bother. They look through these bags to look for money, and then they just throw them back. And then I swoop in and I pick them up. This bag sold for $45 plus shipping. I actually had it listed for probably $70 to $80, which was a little high, but I was really happy with $45 for a Goodwill outlet find. Beautiful bag, American West. And that particular design is called Navajo Soul. Really, really, really pretty. Next item, just some Victoria's Secret jogger pants. Nothing crazy. They are very, very soft. They're in a tie-dye, which does tend to be very popular. Also, obviously, a Ben's find. And these sold for $15. So again, not huge. I mean, $45 is a great sell price, but just $18, but I'll take it. It's from the Goodwill Bins, so that's awesome. Next up, these sold really quickly. I just got these the other day. I had no idea what they were. I had to reach out to a friend who's into cosplay and things. Some steampunk cosplay items, a mask and some goggles. They're cheap. They're not anything expensive. It does not say genuine leather on here anywhere. It doesn't have a brand. And these are very clearly plastic and say made in China, but I just thought they were really cool. They're different, I didn't know. I thought they were for a horse. I was like, are these for a horse? I didn't know. I'm sorry. So the set of those sold for $12. Great, fine, wonderful. I don't know. Sometimes I just laugh at myself a lot. This guy sold this morning for full asking price. This is the brand Animal Adventure. I find this brand all the time at the bins. Animal Adventure that's what the tag looks like. I think it was sold at Target or something. This was from 2015, so it is a bit older, and this particular dog sold for $32 plus shipping, which was my full asking price. And I've spoken about this many times. If you've already watched me, I'm going to say it again. Plush, Loveys, baby plushies, they sell, guys. If you are not looking at these and picking them up either at the bins or even at the retail store, my retail store Plush is still only $1 per item. So your return on investment is very high when you consider that. A lot of people are complaining about the Goodwill retail store prices. These are still fairly cheap. I know that's not the case everywhere, before everybody gets all in a huff, but at mine it is. So I can spend $1 and sell these items, and it's so easy. And they're easy to ship, easy to pack, just easy. $32. I got this guy at the bins, but so that means he was, less than $1. But if you're passing up Plush, you are really missing out. I feel like this is a recession-proof item. That's just my opinion, because again, to explain it to maybe those that don't have children, kids get attached to things, they get destroyed. Where do they go? They go to eBay to find them, and they will pay for them because their kids want them. So do I feel bad? No, not really. I think it's fine. So that was that. This was a super duper fun find at the bins. And I listed it just this past week and it sold quickly. This is a not vintage, but vintage inspired or retro inspired phone by Crossley. And it's pink. It's bubblegum pink. It's super duper cute. And that sold, again, got this at the bins, and it sold for $27 in a week. So this probably, I haven't weighed this. It probably does weigh, a couple pounds times 49 cents. So still, cost of goods very low, and I will take it all day. I was walking by a bin and I saw pink and I thought, why not? I know nothing about I don't do a lot of electronics. It sold for that as untested because I don't have a landline. I can't test it, but I was really happy with that. So $27. This next item I have had sitting in my closet for quite a while. I thought it was gonna fetch a lot more money. I think I originally had it listed at like $40 to $50. It is a Guy Harvey hat. It is signed by him. I did some research to make sure that it was, his signature, and it is. There was a few other items listed. And so this ended up selling for $20. And this is also from the bins. The fact that it's white and it has managed to stay relatively clean is actually a miracle. I'm not even sure how. But this finally sold for 20. I sent an offer out and they accepted it. Like I said, I am just really trying to move product. So I was happy with $20 from the bins because that probably cost me 50 cents. This is weird and you guys are gonna think I'm weird, but it's fine. I got these at the bins. These just sold this morning. These are 2 jock straps that I am 99.9% sure were never used, but they were not new in package. So I accepted a very low offer on these. So this brand is called McDavid. The newer ones of these don't sell for that much, but if you find vintage ones, like new old stock, they do sell. Newsflash, new old stock. Pick it up whenever you see it at estate sales. That's where I usually get a lot of my new old stock, is estate sales. And man, I have sold socks and all kinds of stuff for insane money, new old stock. So this was not, so I accepted an offer of $2 each. So they sold for $4, whatever. Take the jock straps. If I can't guarantee that they're not used, you know what, take them, that's fine. And it's just weird. So I like selling and picking up weird items. So I'm okay with that. It's fun for me. This next item has been sitting in my closet for a while. This is a Lisa Frank Beanie Baby. It is an original Lisa Frank Beanie Baby. I was trying to see if it had the year on it. It probably does. 1998. So original Lisa Frank Beanie Baby. And here's this, and this guy sold for $5.55. I had him listed for high. I was ready to be done with it, and I ended up just giving an offer, and they accepted it. So this next item is just a beautiful vintage lingerie that has been sitting in my closet for a little while. The brand is Aristocraft. It's just really beautiful and simple and elegant. This is another one of my guilty pleasures picking up is vintage lingerie. It has in the past worked out very well for me. Just this beautiful lace at the bottom. It's a beige and pink, which is just an absolutely gorgeous combination. Didn't sell for a ton of money. Again, I sent out a very low offer of $10 and it sold. But I'm happy with that. It's okay. It's so pretty. I hope it goes to somebody that's really gonna love it. And last but not least, this was my biggest sale of the last 24 hours. And this is an authentic vintage Knickerbocker Dolls of Distinction with a rubber face. Some of these guys can fetch hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity of it. I got incredibly lucky one day and found this little girl at the bins. So I probably paid less than $1, 50 cents to 75 cents. I sent out an offer yesterday of $99 and it was immediately accepted and paid for immediately, and she will ship out today. So again, guys, if you are passing on Plush, you are missing out. I feel like it is really, I know that it can be a bit daunting, and I have worked at this for a few years now to train myself and to educate myself as to what sells. And it is a lot of work, and I have put in a lot of work and a lot of hours to get to this point, and I'm still learning every single day. And basically what I do, so let's say I'm at the bins, I pick up anything and everything I can, right? It's a madhouse. It's crazy. My bins is like the Wild West. I just get in there with the rest of them and I pluck everything and I go through and I comp every single thing. And that is how you end up finding these grail items, as I'm going to call them. You know, this is my version of a vintage tea. That's what I'm always saying at the bins. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just found my version of a vintage tea. And so, you know, it comes with time and work and all of those things. And so, you know, again, I feel like this stuff is recession proof simply because they are collector's items. There's only a few of them left in the world, basically. And so, you know, as we're entering this possible recession, I know a lot of people are panicked. I am very fortunate. This is not my means to pay my bills. I do make enough money. I do make full-time money doing this, but it's not something that I have to do. And so, you know, for those that are really concerned and have been scared to branch out and broaden their horizons as far as what they sell, I would really, really, I mean, what do I know? I don't know anything, but I just feel like this is a very easy thing to start to train yourself on, to go and just, pick up 5 plushes, and comp them and just see. And it doesn't matter if they're vintage or new or whatever, because my highest selling plush ever was from a company called Hazel Village, and it was a limited edition Hazel Village goat, and it sold for $400, and I got it from the bins. So not all high priced plush are vintage. Some of them are newer, and I have sold newer ones for a lot of money. So that is what I would encourage people to do. And, again, this is all to help people out and to broaden your horizons, and, the way that you can eliminate panic and anxiety is by action. And so if you act on ways to, again, be able to sell more items or have a broader range of items, maybe it'll, help out. So that's just my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Again, I'm not a business person, so to speak. I've really trained myself from the ground up, and I've had a lot of help along the way. I've been very fortunate to have some help by people that are business oriented. And so that's that. So anyways, so that is it. That is what has sold for me in the last 24 hours. I didn't add it up. I did quickly look at I did a quick report, and I think I averaged just under $200 for my total. That would be my profit before my cost of goods was factored in. So that's after eBay fees. I mean, total, I think I sold almost $355 worth of product, but after taxes and fees and promotional fees and things like that, it ends up to be about roughly $200 in the last 24 hours, which, that's fine. It's nothing astronomical, but I'm happy with it. This is something that is a lot of fun for me, and I really, really enjoy it. So I'm happy with those numbers. So thank you guys so much. I hope that this was educational or entertaining or any of those things. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much.